Sherry. My name is Heather Ann Hendrickson, and I'm a team leader and educational services representative with Usborne Books and More. And I'm going to be leading our party tonight with Nicole. I'm so excited that you're coming, and I wanted to just check in with you, make sure that everything is good, and I wanted to give you some suggestions for little B. I know he's almost 1 year old, and you said that he does not sit still for anything. I mean, what 1 year old is going to sit still? And that's okay. We still read to them, but the idea is to get them touching and feeling. That they're tactile learners at that age, and we want them engaging with books, because the more they engage with books as young children, the more they're going to be willing to listen to books as they get older. So be sure to get them touching and feeling those books. It's okay. We have 50% replacement guarantee, and our books are tough. They're not going to break. I promise you that it takes a lot of power to get these books to be damaged. Now, doesn't mean that they can't be damaged, but it does mean that you can have a 50% replacement guarantee if they are damaged for any reason. I've had a baby who actually ate the cover off of a book once. Took a long time. But there you have it. Okay, so first off is our most popular series for young ones, and that is the That's Not My series. It's got those bold outlines with those pretty colors, those very grabbing colors that are going to draw the child in. Those bold outlines really define what we're going to see, and it's repetitive, which is a great key learning skill for early learners. So literacy learners are going to look at rhythm, rhyme, and repetition. And boy, do we have that rhythm and repetition here. That's not my sloth. Its head is too fuzzy. Fuzzy head. And in fact, they're learning those words, that vocabulary building, and they're going to actually touch the book. And then they're going to be able to go to that carpet, and they're going to be able to touch that carpet and go, oh, that's fuzzy too. Oh my gosh. And when you see that click in a kid's head, it's amazing. I watched my daughter do that. It was so cool. But that's not my sloth. Its nose is too rough. And it's a rough nose. It gives them some ways to think about, where's the nose? Let me find the nose. Oh, there's the nose. It feels different. Oh, it's rough. That's right. That's what that means. All the way through this great story. And then that's not my sloth. Its tummy is so soft, and we have a soft tummy here. That's Not My books come in many, many, many different topics. That's Not My Sloth is one of my favorites, but there's lots of them out there. I always do That's Not My Sloth for the ones that are on the move all the time, because we want them to be sloths, right? We want them to slow down just a little bit. It's coming. It does come, I promise. Next is our Slide and See series. This is actually what got me hooked with Usborne Books and More for my daughter. Now, my son is a huge nonfiction person, and I love these books when I taught middle and high school science and math, so of course I gravitated towards them for my son because of the nonfiction in them. But my daughter loved books, and I was like, oh, well, there's nothing special about these. I was so wrong. This book, she was always on the go. Never sat still. From the time she started walking at 9 months, she was off and she was ready to go. This was the only thing that kept her engaged and sitting still. And that's our Slide and Sees. And in fact, she loves Slide and See Animals, which has a monkey on the front, and you kind of play peekaboo with them with a slide. These slides are built in, so they are very hard to get out. You see the very thick pages, just like in the That's Not My books. And then it's cause and effect. And then you also have these finger trails and these indentation and laser cuts that are going to get them interacting with their books. And of course, there's going to be slides on every page for that cause and effect that we see. There's lots in these titles. That Slide and See Dinosaurs is one. I love this one particularly. It's the nighttime one. And then Slide and See Animals is my favorite. So check this one out. Love. Okay, let's get them touching and feeling even more and actually making connections with sounds. This one is one of my favorite new series. This is the Don't Tickle series. This is Don't Tickle the Lion. We have Don't Tickle the Hippo and Don't Tickle the Dinosaur. We love these guys. And there's an on-off switch in the back. It's going to have great sounds. Don't tickle the lion. You might make him roar. And it's fuzzy, and then they can touch that, and there's a button underneath that clicks. Okay, so don't tickle the zebra. You might make him giggle. I love it because it has animals that we don't typically think of as what they say or what sounds they make, and it's going to let us hear them. So don't tickle the hippo. You might make it giggle. Don't tickle the buffalo. You might make it grunt. And so they can hear these sounds. I love this. This is such a great series, such a fun series, and really, really engaging for those little ones that don't like to sit still. Another one that is super, super engaging for that age range is this one. This is the Baby's Very First Musical Playbook. This does not have an on-off switch, but I've never really had issues with that. They're very soft when they play. And then, of course, they've got the indentations. They've got the finger trails for them to move on. Look for any playbooks. Playbooks usually have finger trails in them. And then, of course, there's a small flap here, but there's touchy-feelies on the pages. I love that there's 2 buttons per page, and they look like something that's on the page, so it gives them kind of a heads up. Oh, this is going to be on that page. There's little music, and it's so cute. I love it. They're short and sweet. It doesn't really get super loud, so you've got your sanity saved. So those are great ones. Now, another series we have is this series. This is really cute. These are little tiny board books. They're interactive book, make noise, see a rainbow, count to 5, and then this one, which is jump around, perfect for those little movers. It's great because it builds vocabulary and it gets them to listen and do stuff. Jump goes the frog. Can you jump too? Stamp goes the elephant. Can you stamp too? It goes all the way through different ideas. Then hug goes everyone. Can you hug too? I love these. These are so cute. They're so inexpensive. They are $5.99 a piece, and they're easy for little hands to grab onto. Last but not least, I wanted to mention one of my favorite storybooks. It really gets them moving. My daughter, by 18 months, had this thing memorized. She would help along the way. But this is Dan the Taxi Man, and Dan the Taxi Man is by Eric Odie, and it is a fantastic book. What I love about it, it's rhythm and rhyme, and it's also repetition. Here's Dan, beep, beep, the taxi man, going to the show and picking up the band. Climb inside while you still can with Dan, beep, beep, the taxi man. Stop. Here comes Maureen with her tambourine. Shake a shake, crash. Shake a shake, crash. And so what I do with my younger ones is I let them play with musical instruments while we're reading this, and they run around with those musical instruments as they read. They don't have to sit still when you're reading to them. They can run around. They're still hearing the written word, and that's important. They need to understand that fluency and the way that your voice inflects is so important, as well as those vocabulary skills. So Dan the Taxi Man is one of my favorites, so check him out as well. Okay, I cannot wait to party with you tonight. I will let you go. Let me know which one of these is your favorite, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.